Hey, what's up guys? So I've got OnePlus Pad Go 2 here, and in this video I'm going to talk about 10 cool things that you can do with this tablet. And I'll be sharing some really cool features, so make sure that you watch this video till the end. And with that, let's get started. The first thing that I want to talk about is this feature here, which is called Recent Files, and it is available in the taskbar. So if I tap on it, it opens up this section here. And here you can take a look at all of your recent files on the tablet. So for example, if you have downloaded any recent images, they will appear here. Any recent documents will appear here, or any other files will appear here as well, like recordings. Now you can turn this feature on or off from settings, then go in accessibility, and here go in taskbar, and here turn on recent files. From here you can also manage show taskbar in apps. So for example, if I'm in settings app right now, I can swipe up from the bottom of the display and the taskbar will come back. And if I'll tap anywhere, it will go away. Now, if I turn this feature off, the taskbar will not appear and only the gesture, the back gesture will work. You can very quickly enter split mode, which is basically the multi-window mode on this tablet by swiping down from the top of the display. And now it gives you an option to open another app with the existing app. So now I have got gallery and Play Store open side by side. You can turn this setting on from settings, go in accessibility and convenience, and here go in split view. From here, turn on this feature right here. From here, you can also turn on split view notice, which basically sends you a notice to enable split view after repeatedly switching between the same two apps, or after a link redirects you to another app on the main screen. So if you are continuously switching between two same apps again and again, the tablet will send you notice to just open the two apps in split view, which is very helpful. On this tablet, we have something called sidebar, which is equivalent to the edge panels on Samsung devices. And here you can keep your shortcuts and apps to quickly launch them. But this also comes with an additional feature that allows much more flexibility when copying and pasting stuff. And it works across all OnePlus devices. So that's really cool. For this, you first need to go in settings. And from here, go in accessibility and convenience. Here, go in smart sidebar. And here you will see this option called file dock. Go in here and turn it on. When you'll turn it on, you will see this icon right here, which is called file dock. And you'll tap on it and it gives you this option to also turn on the sync, which will sync anything that is in file dock across all of your OnePlus devices. Now, once we have activated it, what we can do is that we can paste stuff to the file dock. Let's see how it works. If I open Google Keep and I copy some stuff, I can then just long press on it and you'll see that the file dock option appears automatically. I can just paste it in the file dock. I can do this from the gallery app as well. Long press on an image, grab it, and file dock appears. I can put it in the file dock. So now that I have all of this stuff in the file dock, what I can do is that I can open another app. And in this case, I'll just open the Notes app, launch a new note, and now I want to copy all that stuff to the Notes app. What I'll do now is that I'll bring up the file dock, and now I can just start pasting stuff that I copied in the file dock to this Notes app. We get 12.1-inch display on this tablet, and you can use this display very effectively. And one of the things you can do is open apps in floating windows and have them on your display while you do other things. So for example, if I have this calculator app open, all I have to do is swipe up from the bottom of the display, and now I'll see these two options. I can open this app in split view, or I can also open it in floating windows. If I move it here and release it, now the calculator app is open in floating window. I can resize it to the size that I want. I can just use it. It will stay here while I do anything else on the tablet. It will just stay here. An effective way to use these floating windows is minimizing them. So if you're not using them actively, you can just minimize them. They will just move out of the view, but they'll stay there whenever you will need them. And you can just bring them back whenever you want. I can also adjust the transparency of this calculator app. You can also have multiple apps open in floating windows. So if I move up the gallery app, move it towards a floating window, it becomes the floating window app. And I can also minimize it and it also moves to the side. Now I can just bring this back and I'll see that I have two floating windows minimized in this icon here. Another thing you can do here is that if you have one floating window and you have one full window and you're working between them, what you can do is you can quickly swap between them. So if I have gallery open and I also have calculator open, but I want to switch them so that calculator becomes full screen and gallery becomes floating window, I can just tap on swap apps and they will swap places. And I can just double tap to swap them again, which is the quick way of swapping between these two apps. Now you can also very quickly minimize and maximize these apps by swiping them to the edge, and they will minimize, and you can swipe them back to maximize them in the floating window. Moving on, let's talk about Flux themes. So Flux themes allow you to do something like this, which adds the time on the lock screen behind the subject of the wallpaper, which looks absolutely cool. So this can be done by going in settings, and here go in home and lock screens, and here go in Flux themes, and here you get some pre-made templates which look absolutely cool. You can choose any one of them and then just customize them. So I'll select this one here. From here you can select the wallpaper, select the style, and select the depth. Depth effect basically allows the time to go behind the subject in the wallpaper. Let's go with the wallpaper first. You can also go in your gallery, and from here you can select your own photo. I'll select this one. And now you can also go in time. You can select different formats here, which one is best suited. You can add steps, you can add weather here. From here you can also turn on the blur, but if you'll turn on the blur, it will remove that depth effect. So I keep the blur turned off on the lock screen, but you can go on the home screen, and here you can go in style and turn on the blur, which gives it a very cool look. And then you can just apply it, and then you'll have your new theme with time behind the subject. It looks absolutely cool and I really like it. Moving on, let's talk about the dark mode. So if you go in settings, then go in display. From here you can turn on the dark mode. You can also turn on the dark mode from the quick controls panel. But once you have turned on the dark mode, you can then go in dark mode settings, and from here you can actually adjust the shade of the dark mode. So you can go medium and it will make it lighter. You can go gentle and it will make it even more lighter. Personally, I really like the medium look, so I'm just gonna keep that. If you use any two specific apps side by side a lot, you might want to create an app pair to launch them quickly whenever you want to use them side by side. And you can do that by tapping on this bar at the center of these two apps and then tap on save as app group. When you'll do that, it will appear as an app pair in your home screen, and from here whenever you want to launch these two apps again, you can do that very quickly. So if I remove them from the recents, I can just tap here and they will open side by side. You can also add this app pair to the sidebar. So from here just tap on edit and you will find the app pair right here. Tap on it and it will appear in the sidebar now. So you can very quickly open the sidebar and open this app pair from the sidebar as well. Next, we also get AI editing options in the gallery app on this tablet. So if you go in the gallery app and open any particular photo, you can tap on this edit button here and you will see this AI editor here. So just tap on it and it will open up AI editing options. So from here you can do AI recompose, eraser, portrait glow, perfect shot, detail boost, unblur, and reflection eraser. So there are a lot of AI options that you can use to edit your photos. But by far my favorite one is AI eraser. So if I go in AI eraser, I select smart lasso here. I also have paint over and remove people, which I'll show you in a bit. So with smart lasso, I can select any particular image on this photo. So let me be more precise, and it will recognize it, and then it will remove it, and it does a pretty decent job of removing this image that I selected and recreating the background. Now let's take a look at remove people. So in this photo I've got a lot of people in the mall. I can tap on remove people. It will then analyze the whole image, select all of these people in one go, and then with just one tap I can remove them all. And there you go. My photo is now without any people, very clear. And again, it does a very convincing job of removing all these people and recreating their background. And finally, the last option is paint option. You can select the size of the cursor and then you can just paint over something that you want to remove. And there you go, it has removed that and replaced it with a very nice looking background. So you can do that as well. By default, if you swipe down from the top right of the display, you'll get to your quick controls, and if you swipe down from the top left, you'll get to your notifications. But if you don't like this look or this style, you can revert back to the classic style where you get the quick settings and notifications together, which is something that I personally prefer. So if you go in settings, and here go in notifications and quick settings, then go in quick settings, you can select classic mode, and now you will just swipe down from the center of the display or from the right or from the left. You will see your quick controls and your notifications below that. If you have any background activities running on your tablet, you will see them as live alerts at the top of the display. If you have, like, for example, recording or stopwatch running in the background on your tablet, they will show up here. From here you can control them as well, stop them and cancel them if you want, and you can tap on them to go in the app as well. You can set it up by going in settings, then go in notifications and quick settings. From here go in live alerts. So by default you get some app alerts like Google Wallet, Maps and Sports from Google. You can turn them on or off from here. Then there are some other services, like if you have music running in the background, or you have hotspot turned on, or screen recording going on, all of that will appear at the top as well. You can also select how you want this to appear when you tap on it. So tap a capsule to either view in the card format or open the app. Right now it's set to card, and when I'll tap on it, it will open up in the card form. But if I select open app and I'll tap on it, it will open the app for me. If you have multiple activities running in the background, you can swipe on the live alert to switch between them, and if you'll swipe again, it will disappear. But to bring it back, all you have to do is swipe here again and it will come back. Now there is very effective AI also built into this tablet. So one example is, if you go in the recorder app, you can go in settings, and here you can turn on AI recorder assistant. So once you'll turn this on and you'll start recording something, you can then see that it will start transcribing it in real time as you are recording. So if it's your lectures or you are interviewing someone or whatever it is, you will see it get transcribed in real time on your tablet. Now once it is all done, you can also summarize it. You can generate the summary from here. You can go in general and you can select a different template. So you can change it to a WhatsApp call, meeting, knowledge, interview format, or you can also generate a brief summary or detailed summary from here as well. And in case you want to share your transcript, you can also do that by tapping on the share button. You can share it as a link, the audio, transcript, or the summary in different formats like this Word format, TXT format, or you can also save it to your notes. Another very cool AI feature here is the AI clear voice feature. So if you have background noise in your recordings, you can clear that up by tapping on this button, and it will start clearing the background noise from your audio as well. Before I go any further, quick shout out to vidIQ. It's the tool that helped me triple my views. You can literally see the increase in my analytics after I started using it. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. I just rely on this tool for every upload. Recently, they have upgraded their AI coach, boosted keyword research to spot trending topics fast, and improved the thumbnail maker. If you are a creator or planning to start a channel, definitely check it out. Links in the description. It's free to start and super helpful for creators. There's also a very effective AI feature if you browse web a lot and read different articles. So for example, if you're reading an article, you can very quickly open the sidebar, and here you will see this option called article summary. Just tap on it and it will analyze the whole article for you, and then it will bring up this AI summary. And then you can just go through this summary. From here, you can also save it to your notes. You can also generate more concise summary, or you can change the format as well. So for example, if we tap academic paper and generate it, it will change it into an academic paper style. And from here, you can just save it to your notes. There you go.